5. Morning habits to help you live longer after 60. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? Some days you open your eyes and there's a sense of calm, like everything in your body is working in sync. But on other mornings, it can feel like you've aged 5 years overnight. Your legs feel stiff, your back aches, your mind's in a fog, and you spend the whole day dragging yourself around like a worn-out shadow. I once asked a 74-year-old patient what made him feel old. He didn't even have to think about it. He said, "It's that feeling when I wake up and just don't care about the day anymore." And you know what? That really stuck with me. Because after 60 mornings are no longer just the beginning of the day. They're a mirror reflecting your health, your spirit, and even your longevity. We can't change our age, but we can change how we start each day, and that shift can change everything. From how our body functions to how clear our mind feels, and perhaps most importantly, how deeply meaningful our life still feels. In today's episode, I want to share 5 simple morning habits that I've learned from hundreds of my older patients. People who've struggled with joint pain, high blood pressure, sleepless nights, or even loneliness, yet found their energy and joy again starting with their mornings. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, I invite you to pause for just a moment. Take a deep breath and gently ask your body, what do you need today? This podcast doesn't promise miracles, but if you begin to apply even a few of the things I'll share today, I believe you'll feel a powerful shift. You're reclaiming your mornings, and from there, you're reclaiming your life after 60. And if anything in this episode resonates with your experience, please consider sharing it with a partner, a loved one, or someone you care deeply about. And don't forget to follow Wellness Unfolds so we can keep walking this journey together toward a healthier, more meaningful life after 60. Why mornings are the key to health and longevity after 60. Let me ask you to picture this. Every morning it's like you're standing in front of a doorway. Behind that door is a new day, maybe a good one, maybe a hard one. But here's the truth. You decide how you'll step into it. And the way you start your morning shapes the rest of your day. There's a pattern I've noticed in my healthiest older patients. They all have a steady morning rhythm. They're not rushing through and they're not checked out either. They're present, intentional. One woman I'll never forget, Helen, 69, from Vermont, once told me, "Doctor, I used to hate mornings. I'd wake up feeling yanked out of sleep, achy, groggy, not wanting to do anything. But then I tried a few small changes, just 5-10 minutes each morning. Now mornings are my favorite part of the day. They make me feel alive, not just like I'm existing." And science supports this too. After 60, our bodies produce fewer of the hormones that regulate energy and mood like cortisol and melatonin. Sleep tends to get lighter. Circulation slows. Joints get stiffer. That's why the early morning right after you wake up is a golden opportunity to gently activate your circulatory system, your breathing, even your central nervous system. A mindful morning is like flipping the switch back on after a long night of rest. But if you stay slumped in bed or start your day with bad news and processed food, you're actually slowing your body's rhythm down. On the other hand, if you choose just a few right actions, even just for a few minutes, you can support your heart, ease your digestion, loosen your joints, and clear your mind. Have you ever noticed how much better the day flows when you begin slowly with a cup of tea, a few gentle stretches, or simply by opening a window to let the light in? That's not a coincidence. That's your biology responding to your habits. And the best part? You don't need to change your whole life. You just need to start with the first 10 minutes of your morning. So now let's walk through the 5 simple habits that can quietly but powerfully change the way you live, not just for a day, but for the rest of your life. 5. Morning habits to help you live longer after 60. 1. Wake up on time and get some natural light. Nothing wakes up your body better than sunlight. When you pull back the curtains and let that early morning light hit your eyes and skin, your body instantly gets the message, it's time to restart. Natural light lowers melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, and boosts serotonin, which lifts your mood and helps you feel emotionally steady. I remember an old patient named Jack, 74, from Oregon. He came in one day saying he felt sad for no reason every morning and couldn't sleep through the night. I asked, "How do your mornings usually start?" He said, "I just lie in bed until around 9, then finally open the curtains." I suggested just one simple change: get up at 7 and stand on the balcony for 10 minutes of morning sun. 2 weeks later, he came back smiling and said, "I didn't expect light to make me feel so awake, mentally awake." Have you ever tried opening the window right when you wake up? If not, try it tomorrow morning. That feeling isn't just light, it's life coming back into every cell. 2. Drink a glass of warm water before anything else. Your body's just gone 7 or 8 hours without water. A warm glass of water, no ice, no sugar, helps kickstart your digestion, cleanse your liver, and lubricate your joints. It's like oiling a dry machine before you turn it on. Nancy, 68, from Florida, used to deal with chronic constipation, stiff joints, and morning fatigue. I asked if she drank water after waking up. She shook her head and said, "I just go straight for coffee." After she made the change, she came back and said, "I had no idea one glass of water could change the way my stomach and brain feel." It's a small habit with big power. Are you starting your day with coffee before even touching water? 3. Do 5 to 10 minutes of gentle movement. You don't need to run or do anything intense. Just a few simple stretches, raising your arms, rotating your neck and shoulders, or walking around the house is enough to wake up your joints and get your blood flowing. Even just shifting from lying down to light movement sends blood to your heart, brain, and muscles. One of my patients, Larry, 72, used to wake up with stiff, aching knees every morning. I gave him 3 simple moves: lift his knees gently while still in bed, rotate his ankles, then walk around the kitchen 3 times. He was amazed. I don't need pain meds in the morning anymore, just 10 minutes and I feel like a machine that's been oiled up. Do you ever feel rusty when you wake up? That's your body telling you it needs movement to start the day. Right. 4. Take 1 to 2 minutes to breathe slowly and mindfully. Before checking your phone or turning on the TV, sit up straight and take a few deep breaths. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and breathe out for 6. Repeat 3 or 4 times. This simple routine calms your sympathetic nervous system, reduces stress, helps your heart beat more evenly, and stabilizes your blood pressure. I once asked an elderly man in Colorado how he managed to stay so calm after losing his wife and living alone. He smiled and said, "I breathe with God every morning. Just 3 minutes. Nothing else helps me start the day so gently." Have you ever just sat in silence with yourself for a few minutes in the morning? It may sound small, but it's not. 5. Write down one thing you're grateful for or looking forward to. Your mind needs direction, just like your body does. Writing down one thing you're thankful for, maybe it's the morning light, a call from your child, or just a hot cup of tea, can shift your brain into a more positive, open state. Lisa, 66, from California, struggled with depression after retiring. I asked her to start writing a simple line each morning like, "Today I'm looking forward to," or "I'm grateful for." After 2 months, she told me, "I don't feel useless anymore. Mornings are now something I look forward to." Try writing down something you're excited about for tomorrow. You never know, maybe that little reason will help you live a little longer. If any of these stories feel familiar, if something in this episode touched a part of your own experience, send it to a friend, a spouse, or someone you care about. And don't forget to follow Wellness Unfolds, so we can keep walking this journey together toward a life that's not just long, but meaningful even after 60. Morning habits that could change how long and how well you live. Let me leave you with this image. It's an ordinary morning. You wake up, same coffee, same light coming through the window. But what if you changed just the first 5 minutes of your day? That tiny shift could steer your body's aging process in a whole new direction. I had a patient, Richard, 67, who came to see me because he was constantly drained. He said, "I wake up every day and just feel like there's no point, like I aged 10 years overnight." We didn't start with medication. I just asked him to shift a few things in his morning routine. 3 months later, he came back with brighter eyes and a clearer voice. I can't believe a few little changes in the morning made my whole day feel different. So what exactly made the difference? First, it was the morning sunlight. Just stepping onto the balcony or sitting by the window for 10 minutes helped reset his body clock. He started sleeping better, waking up sharper, and no supplement could have done that. Second, it was reconnecting with his own body, placing a hand on his chest and taking 5 deep breaths. It might sound strange, but feeling your body breathe is a way of saying to yourself, "I'm still here. I'm still alive." After 60, what we need most isn't intense workouts. It's reconnecting with what it feels like to be in a living, changing body. Third, I had him create what I call a tech-free moment. No phone, no TV, no radio, just 10 quiet minutes. Science shows people who start their day in silence have steadier heart rates and lower cortisol, the stress hormone, throughout the day. Fourth was gentle movement. No gym needed, just shoulder rolls, stretching, or a short walk around the house. Especially if you live somewhere cold, those first few moves in the morning feel like thawing your body out of hibernation. A friend in Minnesota always jokes, "I don't start my day, I defrost first." Fifth was doing one meaningful thing, no matter how small. Writing down a moment of gratitude, watering a plant, or making tea for your partner. When done regularly, these small acts calm the nervous system, reduce inflammation, and even boost serotonin, the chemical that helps you feel happy and young at heart. Start with just one. Tomorrow morning, take back 5 minutes and see how your day, maybe even your life, starts to shift. You don't need to be young to feel alive. You just need to know how to begin your morning. I know you might be thinking, I've lived my whole life without doing any of this. What's the point of starting now? But let me remind you, making a change isn't about going back to your youth. It's about living fully in the years you still have. And if a different kind of morning could help you live a few years longer, wouldn't that be worth trying? You know, after many years working with people in their 60s, 70s, even 90s, I've realized that longevity isn't just about genes, illness, or the number of years we live. It's about the little choices we make every single day, especially in the morning when we get to decide how we want to live today. One of my patients, Eleanor, she's 74 and lives in Colorado, once said something I'll never forget. "I don't count my age in years anymore. I count it in the number of times I feel useful, loved, and that my life still has meaning." And she starts every day with the simplest habits, stepping into her garden, making a cup of tea, sending a message to her grandkids, stretching a little with her old dog by her side. You see, real longevity isn't about the number of years. It's about how many mornings we begin with kindness to ourselves, our bodies, and the people we love. And if you're wondering, where do I start? Just start tomorrow morning. Put your phone aside, open the window, take one deep breath, and give yourself 2 minutes to be grateful for another morning. You get to wake up. And if this podcast gave you something, a thought, a spark, or even just a reason to get up 10 minutes earlier, share it with your partner, a friend, or your grandchild. Who knows? You might be the one who plants the seed of longevity in someone else's heart. Don't forget to hit subscribe to follow Wellness Unfolds, because here every week we don't just talk about health, we honor the meaning of the most beautiful years still waiting for us. I'm Dr. Sam Wells. Thank you for being with me in today's podcast. I'll see you next week on a brand new morning, and maybe a brand new beginning.